Adaptation is a film that really appeals to me for one reason, but on the other hand, it's a film that I could kind of take or leave. I enjoyed watching it. It's not my favourite film ever. Would I watch it again? I wouldn't go out of my own way to watch it, but if it was on TV when I was in a hotel, or if somebody wanted to watch it with me, then yeah, absolutely. It was released in 2002. It's directed by Spike Jonze and written by Charlie Kaufman, based on the book by Susan Orlean. And this is about a screenwriter who is trying to adapt the Orchid Thief, the book by Susan Orlean, for the screen. So he's kind of trying to adapt it while it's also about it. And it's a little bit mind-boggling, but once you get your head around it, it makes sense. And for me as a writer, that's something I find very fascinating. Seeing writers struggling is something I find very comforting, because writer's block is a killer. The actual subject of the book doesn't interest me too much. I haven't read the book itself, but the subject of the screenplay he's trying to write is about orchids and various horticulture, and it just doesn't fascinate me. But you can completely look past that. It's a really interesting character study, specifically when you're looking at Kaufman as a writer and who this character is. It's played by Nicolas Cage, absolutely brilliant casting. Tilda Swinton is in this, Meryl Streep. In terms of the acting and the casting, I have no complaints whatsoever. It's really, well done, and obviously these are great names. We know that they can deliver, and deliver they do. The narrative is quite, it's a very fascinating narrative, but it's quite entangled. You have to kind of pay attention. And as long as you're paying attention, then it's easy enough to follow. I think if it's not one of those films you can kind of put on in the background while you're pottering around and just check in now and then. Really, fundamentally, there isn't anything about it that I didn't enjoy. It actually won an Oscar. It won the Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Chris Cooper. It was also nominated for Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Writing. This kind of highlights how much you need to focus. There's a note on IMDb that says the second nominee, because Best Writing went to Charlie Kaufman and Charlie Kaufman. The second nominee was actually Kaufman Donald, the fictitious twin brother of Charlie Kaufman being credited with writing the script. So you have to pay attention. It won Golden Globes, BAFTAs. It did exceptionally well, 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, well received, well rated, and really well delivered. I just think it's not the best film I've ever seen, which the film gave me what I was looking for and what I was hoping for. As I said, I'll happily watch it again if the occasion arises. I'll never seek it out, I don't think. But if you like films about writers, films that are maybe not as straightforward as they first appear, Adaptation is a pretty good one to go with.